Today guys, we're going to be doing a custom build for the Sultan RS in GTA Online. I've been doing custom builds for the longest time and I just realized I've never done a build for this car. I was kind of shocked by it because I was looking for it last night and couldn't find it. If you guys do want to see any of the other custom builds I've done in the past, the link is down below in the description to a playlist with a bunch of them, so go check it out if you're interested. Anyways, with that said, I hope you go on to enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, and the Sultan has been delivered, so let's bring her into the custom shop, upgrade her to the RS version, and throw some upgrades on it. Alright, the total cost to upgrade it is $755,000, and you can honestly find this car on the streets, so $755K for a beautiful car with tons of upgrades is honestly not too shabby. There we go, we now have the Sultan RS. Now let's start off with some of the basic stuff here and move on over to the front bumpers. I have to say a lot of the bumpers are actually really clean on this car. I do really like the look of the C1 loop bumper. I think that looks absolutely phenomenal. I think we're going to be going with the C1 loop bumper for today. For the rear bumpers, honestly, they got some pretty nice ones available. I'm not a huge fan of these big ass diffusers and anything like that. I do like the simple look just like this, but that one just has too much to the body, I think. If we're going to go with something nice and clean, it's obviously going to be the clean cut rear bumper. So let's toss that on. For the chassis, the headlight trim, I have to say these custom eyebrows look absolutely awesome. They look really, really cool, and it makes the car's front end look way more aggressive. And then all of these, I mean, I just don't like any of them. So we're definitely going to go with the custom eyebrows. If you guys want to toss on fog lights, you can, but we are definitely not doing that. We're definitely not putting it on a roof scoop. And in terms of the doors, we're definitely not going to be putting any of these on. We could put the safety nets, but at the same time, we're not making this thing into a whole race car. For the roll cage, if you wanted to go with something simple, just toss on the street half cage. It's very, very simple, and it doesn't surround the whole car like the Dash Dodger cage does. So we're just going to toss that on for now. For the engine, let's take a look at what we could do to the actual block itself. I mean, honestly, I do like the look of the carbon block. That looks pretty proper. For the cam cover, we're definitely going to expose those pulleys, and I like red, so let's toss that on. For the strut brace, I always end up going with one of these. You really don't even need this. I don't think this does anything really to the car, and it'll save you a bunch of money. Just for the sake of it, we're going to be going with the lightened racing strut brace. That looks pretty cool. Fully max out the engine there. Move on over to the exhausts. Now, in my opinion, the stock exhaust honestly looks pretty decent on this car. Every single one of these other exhaust options are straight pipes, so no matter which one you put on, it's going to look pretty damn clean. I wish this made the car louder or something. That would be honestly pretty awesome. Maybe Rockstar will add something like that in GTA 6. But honestly, I say we just go with the straight side exhaust. It's nice and simple. For the fenders, let's see what we could do to this. Carbon arches. I do like the bolt-on arches. That looks pretty clean. And then we move on to this thing, the wide body arch extension, which honestly looks pretty nice, but I don't think we're going to go with it for this build. I love the bolt-on look on this car. And I mean, the wheels do technically line up with the wide body kits, but I feel like they could be popped out just a little bit more. But still, we're going to be going with this one. Next up is the grille. I would love to put twin fans on that intercooler or have a monster intercooler like this, but I don't want to remove the actual grille itself, because if you do that, I have to say, it just looks really ugly. Next, we have the hood. I have to say this one looks pretty nice. Looking into the engine on this specific car looks cool because we did modify the engine. But if I'm going to be going with a hood on this car, I honestly like the look of the vented hood. The scooped one's pretty nice too, but from the side, I just don't really like the look of it. I have to say though, the vented hood looks pretty damn clean, so we're going to toss that on. And next up, we have the interior. For the trim, design, sunstrip, do you want one? Yeah, I definitely want a sunstrip. I love the look of it. Next up, we got the ornaments. I mean, if you want to toss one on, why not? Let's throw on the red pogo. There we go. For the dash, we're going to, ooh, yeah, definitely. Carbon dash stripped interior, just like that. And for the dials, ooh, okay. One thing I like about this car is how it doesn't turn electric. We still have all of the original gauges. They're just adding some extra ones. So honestly, I like the look of this one. It keeps the main gauges on the dash normal. It adds that one there, and it adds the ones to the glove box. So we're going to be going with this one right here. Next up, we have the doors. And honestly, the only one I would actually go with would be the carbon door cards. But when you look at it up close, the carbon fiber is extremely low quality. It looks honestly exactly like the door, so you really don't need to put any of them on unless you're switching it to one of these panels here. I usually don't end up putting these on. I feel like this might actually look kind of clean on this car, so I think we're going to go with the primary color door cards. I hate these seats. I don't know what these are. They are just gross. So we're going to go with the ballistic fiber bucket seats because those look clean. For the steering wheels, we always go with the same things, either Rally Clubman or Rally Professional. I like the Clubman more because it's blacked out, so we're going to toss that on. And the light color, Let's see. I say we make it a surf blue. I like that. There we go. Headlights, let's make them xenon, yeah. Next up we have the livery, and I would say there's only two that I really like. The black Sultan RS stripe, and then the black RS Evolved stripe. They both look pretty nice, and the Evolved one comes with a stripe down the middle. So honestly, pick which one you want to toss on, or don't toss either. Change the license plate up there. Now for the color. Oh damn, look at that crew color. Holy crap. Let me just see what this looks like really quickly. Damn, oh wow, it changes the whole interior too. That actually looks pretty damn clean, but we are not doing that to this car. Hell no. There is one color I would really like to put on, and it's going to be like a cyan. The closest we can kind of get to that is like a frost white, but at the same time, it's still not the color that I want to put on, but it still looks pretty clean. Let's take a look at that with a secondary color as well. Frost white, that's looking pretty damn nice. For the roof, we might toss some vortex generators on there just to add something, or we could add the roof spoiler, but I think that's a little too much. Let's go with the generators. For the skirts, we are definitely putting mud flaps on there. Let's go with the primary ones. For the spoiler, you already know what we're putting on. The painted classic RS wing, super proper. The only thing I would change would be possibly making it the carbon one, because this doesn't look bad at all. That looks pretty damn clean. I think we'll toss this one on. Honestly, yeah, let's drop her to the floor. Super transmission, turbo tuning. For the wheels, we're probably going to go with street rims. I did want to have a bit of chrome, like even these are pretty nice. These I love. The deep flakes are rims that I put on a lot of cars, just because it really shows off the chrome there. I think we're going to toss these on. We are actually not going to put bulletproof tires on this car because I do want to try dropping it down a little bit and seeing what happens. Black out the windows, and there we go. This car is looking beautiful. Now if we were to put a livery on, I mean this stripe, it hits. This thing hits the right spots. I'm liking the look of that. This one, it looks nice, but I think it might be a bit too much, but at the same time, it still looks clean. The white stripes are very subtle, but it makes the car just look a little too no, if you know what I mean. This one's actually pretty clean too. This is actually, ooh, huh. Okay, I don't know which one I'm going to put on, okay? But it's going to be between the blue power stripe and the black classic RS stripe. They both look phenomenal. It's a hard decision. They both look great. If you're doing this exact build in GTA Online, just pick either one because they both look amazing. All right, now it's time to drop this baby to the floor. Let's park her in the lights right here. 10. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it does drop. Okay, just takes a little while. And there we go. We got her drop down one entire level. We could drop it down one more level, but I think that would be a little bit too much. This thing is kind of sitting perfectly right now. The only thing I would do to this car is change the livery from the frost white paint job to a cyan paint job because I think that color looks pretty awesome, but I have to say frost white does look pretty nice. I rarely ever put frost white on any of my cars. Now just before we end the video off, let's take a look at this video's sponsor, Grand RP.
Have you ever wanted to play GTA 5 as a police officer, or as a doctor, or as a gang member, or drive hundreds of different real cars? If so, check out Grand RP, one of the best roleplay servers in the world. If you click the link down below in the description, when you join, you get $25,000 in-game completely free.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you went on to enjoy it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you went on to enjoy it. If you want to see some more custom builds, take a look down below in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.